Dear Diary, I am not the victim. Hi, my name is Jenna, and I am the host of the Book of Jenna. And I am here today. This is my seventh podcast in 7 days, and we're going to talk about being a victim. You guys, stop. Stop. Your circumstances are do not define you. Let me tell you. And a lot of women are sitting around wallowing in their suck. And quite frankly, it's gross. Um this podcast may not be like my normal podcast, and that is because I'm tired, you guys. I'm tired of hearing people, women who haven't gone through nearly half the things that I have gone through, who haven't done half the things that I have done, come to me and complain about their circumstances. You know what? You're the problem. And I mean that with the most love. But you are the only person allowing you to suffer. Nobody around you is allowing you to suffer. Nobody around you is making you suffer. You don't have enough belief in who you are to stand up. And that is a problem. As someone who has been through quite a lot in her life and has, I've deployed, I was in the army, which only about 0.45% of the population has done, and has successfully completed basic training, AIT. Even fewer than that have actually deployed and actually been to a war zone. And for people who have had pretty cush lives, you guys need some challenges. You need to challenge yourself and you need to push yourself because you have not been afforded the opportunity to see what you're capable of. And I think that's the problem. Everybody wants a soft life, but if you have a soft life, you are going to have a soft outcome. And from my experience of talking to women all the time, you still complain about your soft life. Like you want a soft life, but then you're mad you have one. And I just don't understand. I don't understand. And maybe it's because I'm built different. And I know I am. Actually, scratch that. I'm built different. That's why I don't understand. Because I am not like you. If I see something I want, I do it. I quit drinking cold turkey. I didn't no AA, no relapse, no nothing. I decided I didn't want to be that person anymore, and so I'm not. Um I quit going to the gym for a while and I got really lazy and I decided I didn't like that person, so I'm not her anymore. It's Sunday and I went to the gym and made sure I got my workout in before I did anything else today. And I think we need to stop being victims of our circumstances. We are a really weak society. We are soft. And yes, it's wonderful for women to be soft. I'm not saying don't enjoy your feminine side. I'm saying, who are you? What do you stand for? Who do you want to be? Do you want to be the girl that goes back to that shitty relationship? Or do you want to be the girl that finds the man that loves her unconditionally so that she can become the best version of herself? Because I've been that girl. I've been that girl. My ex-husband cheated on me for 10 years, you guys. And yes, I was the dodo bird that stayed because I was a victim of my circumstances, and it was easier for me to boo-hoo about it than it was for me to stand up and put my big girl panties on and get the fuck out of there. But you know what? Once I realized that nothing was going to change, I decided I'm going to change. I'm going to be someone different. I'm going to be a woman who does not get cheated on. I'm going to be a woman who finds a partner who loves me unconditionally. Some of you are not brave enough to leave your current circumstance to get to your new circumstance so that you can have a better life. And how unfortunate for you. How unfortunate that you don't see your worth and you've decided this is good enough. Aren't you tired of that? Aren't you tired of things being good enough? I know I was. Shit, my things weren't even good enough. They weren't even good. My circumstances were fucked. And that's why I said, you know what? I may only have $700 to my name right now, but I am not doing this anymore. My daughter is not going to grow up thinking that this is acceptable, that screaming and yelling and fighting and that 3-month cycle. Y'all know, if you've ever been in a relationship with a narcissist, you know that cycle where it's good for 3 months after you fight. Everybody's on their best behavior, but you're still walking on those eggshells, aren't you, boo? Yeah. Why? Because you know. Your body knows in 3 months what's going to happen. You're going to end up going through his phone and you're going to find out that he's cheating again. You're going to find out that he's on OnlyFans. You're going to see the bank account and you're going to see him doing all kinds of crazy exchanges with apps you've never heard of. Aren't you tired? Don't you want to stand up? Don't you want to stop being the victim? I'm going to tell you this and I want you to hear me. You are never going to be ready. You are just going to have to do. And the sooner you just do and start that action and get out of that situation, the sooner you're going to be successful. The sooner your life is going to get better. And I can tell you that from experience. I went to cosmetology school when I first got out of the army, and my ex-husband, he told me it would be a great idea if I quit. I was 500 hours from graduating, you guys. 500. 500 from my license. And he said, you know what? I think you should quit because you don't really need to get a job. My 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 stuff will pay for it. And I was such a broken human being in that time period. I was so broken and hurt, and I had gone through so much trauma in the army that I listened to him. It wasn't until I started dating my boyfriend now that I finally completed my goal of cosmetology school. You guys, if there is something that you have been waiting for and someone in your life is telling you that it is better if you don't do it, I'm telling you, they are not for you. Get out of that situation. Surround yourself with people who see the value in your life. I promise you, it is not better the devil you know than the devil you don't. I promise you, it is not better. It is a better to leave situations, circumstances, jobs where you are not growing, where you can't grow because people are limiting you. We women are such powerful human beings, and it's so wild to me that we still don't see it. You guys, who else gives birth? No one but women. We bleed for 7 days. We cleanse our bodies that way. We are the creators. We are the people out there giving birth to these wonderful human beings that are on this planet. And yet we still shrink ourselves and think that we don't deserve good, that we deserve to be beaten, that we deserve to be punished. But that is not what we deserve, and that is not what we were created for. We are here as a collective to bring life and goodness and joy and creativity to the world. So if you are in situations that is limiting your power, limiting your creativity, limiting your ability to become who you want to be, I encourage you to stand up and walk away. And I know it's scary. I know it's hard. But I also know that if I can do it, so can you. Because we all have that part of us where once we're challenged, once we are pushed against the wall, we really get to see what we're made of. and we really get to see who we are. And being in a victim mindset, you're never going to get there. You're never going to allow yourself to get pushed against the wall to see what you're made of, because you're going to say, well, I deserved this. No, the fuck you don't. No, the fuck you don't. That's a lie. Why would you lie to yourself? No one deserves to be unloved. No one deserves conditional love. If someone's love for you is conditional based on what you do, that is not love. That is an exchange. And if you don't like that, the exchange that you're receiving, it's time to go. So today on this Sunday, I really want you to reflect back. I want you to think about who you've always wanted to be. I want you to think about who you're becoming. I want you to think about what situations are you in right now where you are allowing yourself to be a victim. And I want you to dig deep and find ways to challenge that thought. Are you a victim? Are you really? Because I believe that you aren't. I believe that you can get out of anything. I believe that you are strong and you are powerful and you are creative. You're passionate. You're intelligent. You're kind. You're caring. You're loving, maybe too loving because you're in a situation where you're trying to love someone enough so that they love you back. Stop it. The only person you need to love that hard is yourself. Love yourself hard so that you don't allow yourself to become the victim. See your worth. See where your beauty shines. Where do your skills thrive? Where do you thrive? If you are someone who's avoiding going home every night, I've been that girl. That's a sign. That's a whole sign. You need to evaluate things. So I encourage you today to reflect, to challenge yourself to see where you are playing the victim. See where you can challenge yourself to become more, just a little bit. Because once you start doing that, I promise you're going to get out of that victim mentality and you're going to get out of that situation. And I know that if I can do it, you can do it. If you need support, if you need love, if you need anything, reach out. Hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on Facebook, and let's chat. Let's see where life is throwing some curveballs where maybe you can't see the entire picture because it's your circumstance. Sometimes we just need someone who can see a bigger picture than us to show us how we can get creative enough to get out. And I will happily help because someone did it for me. And someone said, you are not happy. And that's all I needed. I needed one of my friends who knew me the longest to say, you aren't happy. And once they did, man, that is like the Band-Aid ripped off. And I was like, you're right. I'm not doing this anymore. And within 2 weeks, I was out. You can do anything. I believe in you. And I know that that little girl inside of you, she believes too, because she never wanted this. All right, my friends, I hope you have a beautiful Sunday. I hope you think about this. I hope you challenge yourself because you deserve it. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, subscribe. If you know someone who may need this or needs maybe some interaction with me, send them my Instagram. Let them hit me up on Facebook. Whatever it takes, we are going to do this together. All right, much love, my friends.